What's going on, guys? And on TCG here, and I want to have a follow-up video on Sorcery Contested Realm Arthurian Legends. I did video last weekend just talking about how indie games fail, and we've discussed the investors, the collectors, and the players. And obviously, this game is pretty heavy on the investing, collecting side. Being a new game, the player base is growing, but it's still relatively small. And one of the items I've been hammering is really there's a second wave of a reprint coming, or I should say the second wave of distribution for the new Arthurian Legends release coming, and it was supposed to come in early November. And if that hit and the box prices were weak, it could potentially cause panic and crush the game. So I just want to touch on what I'm seeing in the market. First of which, I've spoken to PhD, Peach State, and Southern Hobby, who are the two distributors. They both tell me that they think it's coming in November. They don't know when. So if you own booster boxes, if you have a vested interest in the value of the cards and the price of the boxes going up, you're in luck, because we are all collectively fully aligned with the company's most certainty, and that is the fact that they will fuck up logistics and it will come late. And the price of these boxes, from what I see, is going to go up substantially. So let's talk TCG Player. And this is today. And as we can see, release here, the sell-through rate's actually held up relatively strong. We can see today 32 boxes. So somebody swooped in and bought about 20, 25 boxes at one shot. There's 31 boxes on the market. That's it. And if we look down here, you're 125 plus tax. So, you're getting close to MSRP. MSRP, I believe, is 129, 95, 99, something like that. So you're getting right back to MSRP here. And quite honestly, there's not a whole lot of volume left in the single boxes. So let's look very quickly at the cases. And a lot of the singles, which had been smashed for a while, they're starting to come back, and there's some very solid sell-through here as well. So the indie dump, if you will, at release, looks like it's started to really get eaten up. So here you have 3 cases sold today. And remember, on TCG Player, it's a day behind. So the 20th is really the 19th, and the 20th here is effectively midnight East Coast time into tomorrow. So we have 1 case at 750, another case at 800, and then 5 cases at 900. So let's take a look at eBay. And eBay is not something I pay a whole lot of attention to with Sorcery, but let's take a look. So lowest price here is 118 plus 724 from Canada. Just throw it out the window. Now you're not buying in the States from Canada. Yeah, 129 plus $5 last one. Then you're up in the 130s, 140s. So very thin supply on eBay. And the thing that's interesting is with this first wave is a lot of it was pre-sold to people who are playing the game or just ripping the product for either foils or curios. So I don't think there's a whole lot of product left out there. So let's take a look at 130 point. For those of you who don't know, this just scrapes the back end information and detail from eBay on pricing or on sales information. So $133. Remember, this is plus tax. 145, 142. So you can see the most recent sales, and these are all on October 20th. So today, a good amount of sales. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter than TCG Player, but most people don't go to eBay, generally speaking, when they have a much better source than TCG Player to get their boxes. So an okay amount of sales, but the most important thing is the price is well over MSRP here. So the last item, and I mentioned this previously, and this was my mistake, Gamers Guild AZ, this is actually pre-orders for Wave 2. I thought this was product they still had. So 129 available. They were at 149 probably 2 weeks ago. But I think the point being is, why would you sink your money when you have no idea when it's going to ship? So this doesn't concern me at all. That being said, a week and a half from now, I would imagine these boxes are going to start moving pretty substantially. And let's go back to the booster boxes real quick, because quite honestly, there's not a whole lot of supply out there. So this is exactly what we wanted to see for the survival game, because it's psychology. People want what they can't get, and they want really expensive shiny things. And when the price of items is in the gutter, people just kind of spit on them and they have no interest. It's human nature, and that's why humans are horrible investors and such. So, we look at this here. You're $7 until you're over MSRP. You're 3 days from being $150 a box. Now, I'm sure some stores may list some more on here, but I haven't seen a whole lot online. So, just wanted to give everybody an update. It seemed last week at this time that the trajectory of the sell through, if you look at right here, which is when I did the video on the 14th, was falling off a cliff trend wise, and then it strengthened here. And I think part of the reason why it strengthened again is the price of the singles has come back, and the EV in the boxes has upticked to the point where, it's probably a little bit below current market value for the boxes on average. But if you hit a curio or if you hit a nice unique foil, you're making a killing. You're making 4, 5, 6 to 10 times your money back. So that being said, non-TCG, hopefully this is helpful, and stay tuned. We will talk about this in the future.